really want to wear my glasses, but then you can't see my eyes because my computer screen. Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to Book It. So, sorry if I sound a little bit quieter. It is midnight in my house, and my boyfriend is sleeping, but I really want to make a video. Actually, I want to make a couple videos because I'm like trying to fly through them right now, because I made myself a promise that if I got so much done, I would go pick up my third bookshelf, because I rearranged my office, different background. So usually I have bookshelves behind me, but my bookshelves are now to the side right here. I'll show. So there's my bookshelf. So as you see, I made a space for my third one, but this is my to be read pile. All of these, all of those over there in the corner, and then this is like my read. So these are these are all the books I have to do videos on. These are all the ones I've either done a video on, or like I won't do a video on. Like these are my like Shakespeare collection, so like I'm not doing that. But I was like, if I get certain not done, I'll go get my other bookshelf, because I want to put the books on the floor on a bookshelf. Also, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if this is a thing, but like the air in this room is making like my books like this is the squirt straws, but making the book things like making my covers go open more. So the more books I get on a shelf, the more like compact they stay. Yeah. But we're going to be doing a very, very spicy series. We are doing the Priests, Sinners, Saints series. So the next, this video and then 2 more videos after this will be all based on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start with like, this is a very spicy book series. Like this is very much smut based. It is not appropriate for children. So if that's not what you're into or something like that, just go ahead and click away. I have so many other videos that are like family friendly. This is not one of them, and neither will be the next 2, and I'll tell you them. So we're gonna talk today about Priest. It looks so pretty and wholesome and beautiful. No, this is a lie. Let me tell you why. So to say this book was anything except what I expected would be saying a lot, because there was like no plot line. So whatever you think the book's going to be about, not true. Like seriously, this book is just straight smut. So the story follows a priest who rejoins the church in honor of his sister, who took her life because people in the church were abusing her from like years prior. She dealt with a lot, so unfortunately she took her life. He ended up joining the priesthood to try to like change the stigma around it. He believes that he's helping her, and he also is going to like change the community and the mindset of the church, and like, you know, be there more for victims and advocate for people that are in situations like that. He's living his best life until he meets a girl named Poppy, a girl from a really rich family who likes to do a little dancey dance on, you know, a pole. But she wants to like live more for God, and she goes to him in the church and she wants to help. So right away he's having like feelings for Poppy, but he wants to like subside them, because he's like, oh, like I'm a priest, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm supposed to like be on my best behavior. And she's a lovely person. He ends up falling in love with her, or lust, whatever, and that happens about here. The rest of the book is just straight smut. It's just sexual relations with her, in the building, in her house, in his house, in his office, in the church, in public, anywhere. It's literally like her nightclub, the garden, his house, her home. Like it's just smut. There is nothing else that goes on in this book. And then we get to like here, the last little bit. She ends up disappearing because somebody starts blackmailing her. Ex-boyfriend or whatever from the club is blackmailing her, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna release these photos of your boyfriend. And the assistant at church kind of knows they're together, but she doesn't really say anything. She's like, live your best life, like do what you want to do. But basically Poppy is like, hey, this relationship's forbidden. He's going to lose his job. He's going to lose the respect of the community. Like, I'm not going to do that to him. Like, he's like a great guy. So she like disappears. Well, the photos come out anyway. Spoiler. The photos come out anyway, and like, you know, he's like freaking out. He like leaves the church. Months later, he finally runs into her, and he's like, what happened? Like, she has like her own little dance studio. Like, she's really like, you know, she's doing good for herself. She wants to be a dance teacher. She has like a dance studio now. She like has like a, you know, she works for a nonprofit. And he's like, I'm in love with you and I still want to be with you. And she's like, but what about your job? And he's like, yeah, I left that. And he beats with her forever. And that was it. That was the whole book. It basically was a book where he was like, oh my gosh, I'm a priest. I can't be doing this. Oh my gosh, sex is awesome. Where'd she go? Oh wait, no, I love her. Like, it was just straight. This, like, when people are like, oh, like, you read smut, you read straight porn. This is what they mean, not any of the other stuff on my shelf. So I read some things on my shelf where I'm like, whoa, that's really, you know, intense. This is literally just, I don't even know why she like took the time to decorate. She could have just had a black book and just, I don't even know why she decorated it. Or gave it a title or anything. But basically this is a story of 3. So the other 2, I have different opinions on them, but this one overall, literally, it's just a book about sex. So overall, I said it was a 4 out of 5 because I mean, I wasn't mad about it. Like, it was like, you know, the parts that actually had substance were like very well written. Like the stuff that actually had like a storyline and plot lines and people and, you know, characters, emotions, whatever. Very good. Smut is obviously 5 out of 5. I'm not saying that it was bad. And I think that some people would see this and this book would be very like, what's the word? Hold on. I think that some people would see this book or they would read this book and they would think that this is very, that's not like, okay, well, this is not the word. This isn't the word I'm looking for. Christian phobia? I mean, is that a thing? Christian phobia? I don't know. I think that some people would think that would read this, especially like diehard Christians would read this and be like, wow, this is really against the church. This is really bad. Except this is against Catholic Church, so like Catholic phobia. But as somebody that's like not really sensitive on that stuff, or I'm not even Catholic, so like I didn't see a problem with it. But when it was explained to some of my more religious friends, they were kind of like, whoa, that's kind of a line. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Especially not this one, but Saint. When I was reading this, and one of my friends who is very religious, I love her to death, she was like, yeah. And I was like, do you want to read it? And she was like, to be honest, like, no, because I that's something that's like kind of like, it kind of toes a line. I was like, totally get it, rock on. But no, I mean, good story with Poppy. Like, she's like, you know, she like ends up doing her own thing without a man, which I really like. But overall, this book was just straight smut. And that's it. Yeah, the next 2 videos are going to be kind of like this. They have a little bit different, like they're a little bit different. But no, Priests by Sierra Simone is 4 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for smut, obviously. But yeah, no, that's about it for this one. You can go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and post this all on my Goodreads. My Goodreads is in the link below. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out more than you even think, and you can always undo it at another time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.